I buried the blades under the floor of a house that finally felt like home. The chains are gone from my wrists, but the scars have grown into my skin like roots. I am trying to teach a boy to be a man, while I am still learning how to be human. But the air smells of Greek fire again, and the snow is starting to taste like salt and old blood. You think a beard and a colder sun can hide the beast staring back in the mirror. I am the scream of Olympus, the blood on the marble, the ashes that will never wash off. You call it restraint, but I call it a cage for a god who's already won and lost it all. Open your eyes, old man, you didn't find peace, you just found a deeper grave to hide in. He looks at me and searches for a hero, but all he finds is a man who only knows how to break. I tell him to close his heart to their praise, but I am the one terrified of the silence. Every time I sharpen the axe, I feel the weight of a daughter I couldn't save in my rage. I am a god of war who is fighting a war against the very thing I was born to do. You're teaching him to be a victim, to die with a closed heart while the high gods laugh. I killed my father because he was a king. You're letting this boy starve because you're a coward. The cycle doesn't end with a prayer or a walk in the woods. It ends with a blade through a throat. Let the rage out, Kratos. It's the only part of you that isn't a lie, whispered in the dark. I slaughtered a pantheon, and yet the hole in my soul is wider than the world I destroyed. My hands have strangled the stars, but they tremble when I try to hold my son's shoulder. I am haunted by the smell of burning skin and the sound of a family I murdered in a blind haze. I do not want to be a god, I just want to be a man who is worthy of the name he carries. Worthy. You're a weapon, Kratos, a storm of iron and spite made to tear down the heavens. You're not a man, you're the end of empires, the final punchline of a tragic cosmic joke. They will come for the boy, and when they do, your discipline will be his funeral shroud. You'll need the ghost, you'll need the fire, you'll need the monster you pretend to hate. The past is a shadow, it grows longer the more I try to run toward the light. I will never be free of the ashes, and I will never forget the screams of those I failed. But if I am a monster, then I will be the monster that protects what is left of this world. Death can have me when it earns me, but until then, I am the shield my son deserves.